things that are on my mind right now, and it's been a long time, and I've been going through a lot. Um, I don't think my family will ever realize how much they've hurt me over the last several decades. I was always the outsider, I didn't have a dad. I was the first kid born from the family, like the first cousin. I was always expected to be all these things. Expectations were put upon me. I must do good in school. I must go to college. I must not do drugs. I must be girly and be a girl and be straight and carry on the family line. And I must listen without any question. I must stay in the kitchen and, just a lot of really kind of toxic things. And I was always different. I looked at things differently. I interacted with the world differently. It was basically the opposite of anything that had been in the family. And that wasn't acceptable, and it still isn't. Been through a lot. Been through a lot of trauma. Been through a lot of trauma. Babysitters, family members, teachers, therapists, relationships, friends. I've had it in every way there is. I really struggled in school. I'd have to read the same damn thing 5 times and still wouldn't be able to get it and not be able to write down my words. Things wouldn't come out fast enough or they'd come out all jumbled and I couldn't explain myself, and it's still hard for me to do so. You could tell in these videos I've been misunderstood my whole life. I'm very direct. I don't sugarcoat. And when you're like that and you're honest, people don't like that, and they're not used to that. People say they want the truth, but what they want is to be lied to or everything's sugar-coated. And so you're made into like some bad guy. When I felt abandoned by my whole family and treated differently, and knew since I was like 3 that I was not a girl, and that this world just wasn't functioning the way that it's supposed to, I started doing drugs when I was 15, and I tried killing myself when I came out of the closet, and the family really backed off then. And then I got into a horribly abusive relationship for 8 years where I was raped, beaten, threatened, cheated on. She tried to kill me on several occasions. I started doing drugs more. And then my family said I was a bad influence. I was a bad influence for many things: the drugs, my views, the way that I wouldn't like do what they wanted me to do. I tried going to college several times, but it was a miracle that I even graduated high school. The system just isn't meant for me, and it's hard. It's hard to function in a setting where it's just clearly not made for you. I feel like the whole world wasn't made for me, to be honest. I feel like an alien sometimes. It's clear to me that everybody's been turned against each other, even in your own family. It's sad. Everyone and everything that I was supposed to trust and look up to and like be protected by, I was not. I had to grow up real fast. all I ever wanted was a different life for my family and my cousins. And it became really hard for me to even go around it because not only was I being treated horribly, but I could see it in my cousins, how hard it is to try to live up to something that maybe you don't even want to be living, but it's just expected of you. Maybe that's not even who you are. I was expected to be a girl, and I haven't felt like a girl my whole life. I was expected to have, college degrees and follow the norm and don't make, anything weird. We certainly don't talk about mental health or anything like that. You know, don't share your emotions, don't show your emotions. Always told that my reaction to things was too much. Well, yeah, I'm autistic. I've got CPSD, PTSD, complex PTSD. It's 38 years of fucking trauma. Thank you very much. And ADHD. And I was never taught how to feel my emotions and that was okay. I was taught a lot of things. A lot of things that didn't vibe with what was in my heart. And it became so increasingly hard for me to watch it in my family. And it becomes increasingly hard for me to watch it still in society. It ain't easy being the black sheep. It ain't easy being the outsider. It ain't easy at all. And I used drugs. I used a lot of drugs and booze when I was younger to deal with those wounds and what was going on with me. And everybody just wanted to go, oh, well, when I really needed them the most. What I thought our family was became something that it was not, especially after my grandma died. And it became clear to me that everybody was just sticking around because grandma was alive. When I came out of the closet as a lesbian, I was more supported by my family, like at least my close family, like my aunts and uncles and cousins. But when I came out as trans, that changed. I thought it would be the same. Even my own mom struggled. She still does sometimes because of her experiences with men. And that comes out. It comes out sometimes. It's just sad because everywhere I've looked, I've been the outsider. Every community I've tried to fit into. I just got called a trans Nazi the other day because I like Harry Potter. If you don't understand any of that, then look into J.K. Rowling and Rollins and her views on trans people. Anyway, I just never fit in. And I've come to the conclusion that it is because I'm not supposed to, like, we're not supposed to segregate. And everything is segregation, from if you call something a soda or a pop, or what football team you like, what country you live in, what language you speak, what religion you believe in, what, school you go to, what hood you grew up in. It's just, it's all segregation. And it's become really bad since the Rona hit. People attacking each other and being mean to each other, and It's sad and it's depressing and it's got me really down, all of it. It's all got me really down. Um, you know, and I just don't even know where to go at this point. It's like, I don't fit into any typical box, and I don't understand why, like, people put themselves in boxes and create their entire persona upon one thing when we are everything, and we are all one, and we are all just souls living the human experience. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, what language you speak, where you grew up in, if you're poor, if you're rich, if you're whatever, what sex you are, or sexual orientation. There's, God, this video is long. Sorry, guys. There's just no difference. Like, I have been a part of so many different things, and from what I can conclude is this: we have been brainwashed into segregating each other, ourselves, for every little fucking thing there is, even within our own families, friendships, like church, whatever, communities, LGBTQ, whatever. Like, everybody will just turn on each other, and you could become the black sheep of any community if you don't vibe with every fucking thing. And that's part of the human experience, is just experiencing life, coming from different perspectives, loving each other anyways, and understanding everybody's on a different path. And until we can stop hating each other for the stupidest fucking shit that doesn't matter, it ain't gonna end. And we segregate all the time and hate. I mean, I'm guilty of it. Like, everybody is, over this stupidest shit. But I'm hurting. And I think a lot of people are hurting. And I think a lot of people don't even go out that much anymore and interact with people because of it. Because things have just gotten so toxic out there. And rights are being ripped left and right from us. And things have become so hard that just people don't even want to bother, you know? It's hard. It's hard when you feel on a soul and heart level humanity's consciousness and what they're going through. And you're like born a humanitarian, and humanity actually turns their back on you. And that's how I feel. I have been shunned by everyone and everything, and it hurts. Anyways, if any of you are feeling this way, you're not alone. And we all need to band together. And don't put expectations on your family members and run away from them and throw them in the trash when they need you the most. Because the damage is lifelong.